Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is Mar, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about how you can become a remote worker without any experience. I started working as a virtual assistant back in 2019. There has been a lot of different information that I have been able to learn in the past few years, and I'm going to share it with you today in this video. This channel is all about helping you grow professionally, and that's exactly what I want to do today with this video. So don't forget to subscribe and like this video. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. So step number one is going to be learning about remote work and what you actually are going to do as a remote worker. Most people online only talk about the perks of working remotely. Of course, you can work from home or you can travel the world while you work, but that's not everything about remote work. Remote work is actually something that requires a lot of knowledge and commitment, especially if you want to make a career out of this job. This is real work that requires a lot of skills and strategy, but if you have the right mindset, you can totally achieve this kind of work and lifestyle. After you do some research and you understand the industry and what it requires from you, the second step is going to be to choose the right role for you as a remote worker. The best part about working remotely is that you don't need a fancy degree or to have a big network to begin. All you need is to choose a skill that you enjoy doing and to learn how to monetize from that skill. The first thing that you need to ask yourself is what you enjoy doing the most. Let's say that you're a really creative person. You love to sing and to paint or to write. You can start learning more about those skills and how you can translate those abilities that you have into something else. For example, I used to be a really creative person. I used to love painting and singing and dancing and anything that had to do with creating art. After I understood that my passion was art, I started learning different skills like marketing or creative content that allowed me to make my passion into something that I was able to earn money from. So I'm going to give you a few examples that can help you pick the right role for you. So let's say that you're a really organized person. Your house is always impeccable. You have a perfect agenda. You even put colors depending on what you have to do during the day, and your email is always super organized. You delete every single thing that is not necessary out of your inbox. If you know that you're able to stay on top of things, be organized, you might be a great fit as an administrative virtual assistant. That means that you can help different businesses or business owners around the world keep their agenda as neat as yours, and of course have a better day-to-day life as a business owner. Another great example is if you're great at convincing your friends. Let's say you're always the one that makes the group chat go crazy. You give them different ideas of restaurants to try, and then when the time comes, they all show up. You might be a really great salesperson because you have the ability to convince people and to trick them into doing something that maybe they don't even want to do. Your skill set does not have to be tied with a degree. The only thing that you need is to have a passion for something and of course to pick a role that flows naturally to you. If you try to force a role that you don't feel as passionate about just because you think that you can earn more money from it or just your parents want you to do it, chances are you're gonna get tired of that role. After a certain time, you're gonna quit, and of course, you're not gonna build something significant from it. Step number 3 is actually super simple, and if you're watching this video, you actually have completed step number 3, and it's to simply have the right tools to begin this journey. Of course, you're gonna need a great computer, access to the internet, of course you do because you're watching this video, and enough time to do research and start building your online presence. That's when we start talking about step number 4, which is building your online presence and creating something that is going to be impactful for different business owners or entrepreneurs. Building an online presence is going to be key if you want to start landing jobs and if you want to grow your network. Sadly, clients are not going to come to you at first. So that's exactly why you need to build a great online presence. And you can do it with different sites that nowadays are going to allow you to grow professionally, to land more jobs, and of course, to get noticed by these clients. So the first thing you're going to do is to start creating accounts in different platforms that can help you land a job. The first platform where you're going to create an account is going to be LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a platform that you want to use to build your personal brand. This is going to be a little bit difficult for you at first because we have the idea that only influencers and people with a lot of followers are the ones that have a personal brand. But this is actually not true. The second that you decide to put yourself out there, and it doesn't matter which platform you choose, you start building a personal brand, and it's your choice to make it something meaningful or something that is really not that important and that people are just going to simply pass by. So start using LinkedIn today. Create an account where you share your journey, your experience, and what you have accomplished professionally this far. Building a personal brand in LinkedIn does not have to be that complicated. The first thing that I would do is to start building meaningful connections inside the platform with business owners, CEOs, entrepreneurs that are inside your niche and that are going to help you grow your audience and, of course, your network. At the end of the day, if you start building the right connections inside LinkedIn, you never know when an opportunity is going to land and is going to find you. When you start building your online presence on LinkedIn or any other platform, try to add an introduction about yourself. And don't simply summarize your journey and your experience and what you have done, but try to sell the experience that you have and to make it engaging, kind of like a game where you want people to see you, to get excited about you, and of course, to start questioning what it would be like to work with you. Another thing that I would do to start building an online presence as a remote worker is to join different freelance platforms. You can create an account in Upwork or Indeed and also start sharing your expertise in those platforms. It doesn't matter if you're just getting started, these platforms are going to help you land your first job. At the beginning, it might be just a small freelance job that doesn't really make you a significant amount of money. But over time, as you begin and start growing your personal brand, there are going to be so many different opportunities that are going to come to you and are going to help you transition so you can become a full-time remote worker. Like any other project, you need to stay consistent in order for this to work. Try to post on LinkedIn at least once a day. Make about 5 to 10 connections and you will slowly see the results of your work. Once you create a profile on these platforms, start moving strategically. Start applying to roles that match your skill set, and of course, start adding important information about you and your experience so other businesses can see your profile and also invite you to work with them or at least to get to know you in an interview. But it does not stop when you land your first job using these platforms. You need to keep learning and becoming a better remote worker so you fill in the demand of businesses and the competition doesn't just kick you out of the journey. Something that you can do is to stay on top of new trends or platforms that remote workers are using in their day-to-day jobs. This is going to help you stay on top of the competition and to become competitive in this market. Starting your remote career in 2025 is actually possible if you have the right mindset and, of course, if you put in the effort and stayed consistent. If you want to keep learning and growing as a professional, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. We put out new content almost every single day that can help you grow and earn more money in your journey of becoming a remote worker. If you have any questions, please don't forget to leave them down below and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.